What still amazes us about Canada? G'day guys, how's it going? My name is AussieTash. This particular video was suggested to me by one of my members on Discord. Shout out to Lady Eve. Go the Jets and not those Montreal Cardinals. No, that's not what they're called. The Montreal Canadiens. Go the Jets all the way. Bring that Stanley Cup home to Winnipeg, of course, not to Australia. Okay, let's get into this video, guys, but before we do, please make sure to jump on, smash the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for all future videos and live streams. Now, the first 10 seconds of this intro is a little bit dodgy with the footage, then it all clears up after the intro, okay? Let's get into it. What still amazes us about Canada? It looks like these girls, they could be travelers, they could be students living in Canada, talking about the things in Canada that they absolutely love. Okay, let's roll.
What's round, sweet, and more Canadian than apologizing for no reason?
You'll find out soon enough.
If you've been looking for some Canadian positivity, look no further. We're feeling some love today and want to share a few things that we absolutely love about Canada.
Oh, that's cool.
We've also prepared some gorgeous scenery for you, so keep watching.
Okay. The footage clears up now, so that's cool.
So what is round, sweet, and more Canadian than ever? Timbits! I cannot get enough of them.
Did Bieber do a commercial for Tim Hortons?
These bite-sized balls of sugary delight are the little nuggets of happiness. If you don't know what a Timbit is, it's a bite-sized fried dough branded by and sold at the Canadian-based fast food coffee and food chain Tim Hortons.
Yum.
Tim Hortons is a Canadian favorite coffee place, initially started by one of the best hockey players in history, Timothy Horton. They have decent
got a
breakfast
coffee mug
sandwiches,
from his
cheap drinkable coffee, and a great selection of donuts. And Timbits, of course. Timbits is pretty much equivalent to an American donut hole. And it's just that. It's a donut hole. When you make a donut, there's extra tidbit that's left from punching the hole, and you don't want to waste that piece.
I love how they call it a
why not
Timbit.
sell these extra Timbits for profit? Capitalism at its sweetest.
Yum! Next goes maple syrup.
Okay.
I personally never tried maple syrup before coming to Canada. It simply wasn't available in my home country. And then I visited Sugar Shack in Montreal suburbs and completely fell in love with maple syrup. I was shocked by the things that they do with it. They put it everywhere. It flows more freely than apologies in a Canadian coffee shop. Spring is a maple collection season in Canada. Spring in Canada isn't just about flowers blooming and bears waking up from hibernation. Everyone gets super excited, especially when the temperatures finally move towards 0 degrees Celsius. That's when families get together for a maple-infused tradition that includes food, outdoor activities, and family time. It's like the Canadian version of a winter picnic, but with syrup overload. And when I say overload, I mean it. They put maple syrup on everything: eggs, bacon, sausages, beans, pork, and most naturally pancakes and waffles. My favorite thing is the maple taffy. That's when they pour a hot maple syrup on snow, grab a wooden stick, roll it on the frozen maple syrup, and turn it into a candy. Super delicious and really, really sweet. I wonder if polar bears...
Okay, oh my gosh. It's Winter Festival in Quebec. I've seen such incredible footage from videos on YouTube and from friends on Discord that have been there. Looks absolutely incredible. Mate, they are covering and talking about some really, really cool things. I absolutely love hearing about what people who are not from Canada think about Canada. And these two girls, they are loving Canada. They're embracing their culture, the winter life. They are just loving it. Oh my gosh, there's a polar bear. Let's get into this one. I'm so looking forward to what they have to say about the beautiful polar bears in Canada.
Ever tried maple syrup?
I'm sure they have. Speaking of near zero temperatures, we absolutely love fall colors in Canada. We haven't yet been in the West Coast or Central Canada during autumn, but the fall in Ontario and Quebec is absolutely gorgeous. It is a time when the trees put on their finest look, a kaleidoscope of amber, fiery red, pink, orange, and golden hues, as if it's preparing for a grand celebration. The trees become enchanted, leaves fall gracefully, twirling like dancers in the wind, and the earth gets covered in a mosaic of colors. You get to enjoy a rainy weather at home near a cozy fireplace, or bathe in the last warm rays of sun and listen to the symphony of birds who are preparing for their journey south. It is a magical season, and I would not give it up for anything, even if it means giving up eternal summer.
To be prepared for Canadian autumn, you've got to have the most important attribute of any Canadian. Can you guess? Plaid shirt.
A what?
These are warm and fuzzy shirts with distinct pattern, and we have plenty of them in different colors and in different variety of
I've got a flannel.
They are like your autumn armor, defending you from the chilly bite of those frosty northern winds. They have become our true companions on a journey through the great Canadian winters and autumns and springs. Plaid shirts are like the Swiss army knife of our wardrobe. Practical, comfy, and always there when you need them. I don't know how about you, but when I think about Canadian fashion, this is the first thing that comes to my mind, and then probably the Canadian tuxedo. But I will politely decline commenting on that.
Okay, hold on. Listen, love. I love double denim, and if that's what the Canadian tuxedo is, mate, I'm embracing that 100%. Bring back the Canadian tuxedo. Oh my gosh, the footage in full looks absolutely beautiful. If you guys didn't see my last live stream unboxing, oh my gosh, go back and watch it. Catherine sent me beautiful maple leaves in a beautiful framed picture. She also somehow managed to get through maple leaves into Australia from customs, just wrapped in tissue paper. Not quite too sure how they got their way through customs, but here in Australia, AussieTash has fair dinkum real maple leaves all the way from Canada. So that is really, really cool. And as winter arrives in Australia, you can 100% be sure that I'm going to be sporting my Canadian flannel that I was sent, mate. I'm 100% rip-roaring ready to go. And I've got some toques and I've got some gloves, so I'm going to be all set for the Australian winter. And it doesn't get that cold, but mate, I'm going to sport them anyway.
Speaking of politeness, one thing we cannot get enough of is Canadian friendliness. Canadians are so polite. They even apologize for being polite. It's pretty shocking for us because both of us come from Eastern Europe, the birthplace of the resting bitch face.
Yeah, absolutely.
Our culture's default is neutrally hostile, if I may say so. Why should I be friendly with you for no reason? I don't know you, hence I don't trust you. That's the kind of attitude we have. Canadian culture, on the other hand, is so different. Its starting point is welcoming, polite, and friendly by default. You know how in small villages everybody knows each other, everybody helps each other, and it's a really tight community? Well, I find that the vibe is similar in Canada, no matter whether it's a big or a small city. After all, it's a very young and not so vastly populated country yet, so it kind of feels like a village.
When I came to Canada during winter, I was surprised to have my co-workers come up to me every morning to check up on me and ask me how I was doing, offering help. One co-worker even offered me warm clothes for free, still with tax from the store.
That's cute.
We love Canada for its people. Never-ending dance of excuse me and after you and holding the door for each other is basically a national sport here. You see, in Canada, politeness isn't just a nicety, it's a way of life. It's what makes our great nation a warm and welcoming place where every stranger is a friend you just haven't met yet.
Speaking of warm welcomes as well, one of the places we felt most welcome in was Banff. That is far one of our most favorite places in Canada, and one of the things we absolutely love about this country. Established in 1855, it was Canada's first national park. It's a place where the mountains whisper tales of the past, and the pristine landscapes reflect the timeless and still mostly untouched beauty of nature. Personally, we're drawn to Banff for its breathtaking scenery with hundreds of glaciers. These glaciers are believed to be between 45 and 120 million years old.
Banff, it does look beautiful. It really, really does. In the winter, it looks beautiful. In the springtime, it looks beautiful. And they've been there, so they can say, you know, which place in Canada that they're really drawn to. Just from learning about Canada, all the videos, reactions and stuff I've seen, mate, you guys know that I'm definitely a St. John's girl. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to go to St. John's. I have fallen in love with St. John's. Look what I got. I'm just going to switch over. If you guys didn't see the unboxing that I got recently, look at this. I have St. John's jelly bean houses. How beautiful is that? it just keeps on confirming the love that I have for St. John's and how much you guys are embracing that and sending me beautiful things. So yeah, I cannot wait to go to Banff, but yeah, my heart has a very special place for St. John's. All right, let's keep on going with this. This is a really cool suggestion. Cheers for this, Eve.
Sadly, the number of glaciers is decreasing due to the climate change, so these millions years old bodies of water and ice will not be there forever, and that makes them even more majestic and special.
Aside from remarkable experiences Canada has to offer, we would like to take a moment and to appreciate the high quality of life that this country provides to its residents. It's not just about the stunning landscapes and thrilling adventures. Canada consistently ranks high in global quality of life indices. We come from a country that couldn't care less about its citizens. Everything is a struggle there. Homes and facilities are built without any regard for people living there. Infrastructure is destroyed. Everyone is against everyone. And there are simply no social protections for citizens. What amazes us about Canada is the level of comfort it offers its citizens. When I came to Canada, I was offered various services to assimilate in the country, from career help to language courses to finding a community of my profession, and all completely free of charge. My first thought was that I can see where the taxes go. When I had just moved to Canada, I immediately felt more welcome here than in my entire life in my home country. Most people genuinely want to help you here.
She's just not going to say, is she?
Yes, the system isn't perfect. No place is perfect.
No.
But it exists, and that's already such a big upgrade from our own country. Different municipalities offer free or low-cost swimming pool lessons, or have associations for recreational sports for children and adults where everyone is
the same
welcome.
in Australia.
I'm
Very
a soccer
similar.
player, and growing up back in Russia, there were zero soccer lessons or facilities
They're
for
from
girls.
Russia.
The first thing that I would hear from all coaches and soccer clubs is that it's for boys only, no girls allowed. And when I came to Canada, as soon as I mentioned that I love football, I was instantly offered to play soccer in a co-ed team. And together we went on to win a few league cups.
Okay, hold on. So these girls, they have come to Canada from Russia. Oh my gosh. Because they weren't saying much about their home country except, you know, you don't get a lot, you're not treated well, you look down on, and then she blurted out that she's from Russia. Well, that explains a few things, doesn't it? And well, if she loves hockey and she can skate, mate, Canada, it's not too far away, mate. It's just across the road pretty much, isn't it? So, yeah, wow, that is really, really cool. I'm not quite too sure how long they've been here for, but the video must be very current because it's saying that population of Canada is 40 million and you guys just reached that about 6 months ago. So, yeah, very, very interesting. What's the immigration system like now, welcoming people from Russia? Oh, I don't know. I think they'd have a really hard time, and that's really, really sad because, mate, it's not their fault, is it? But, yeah, mate, that's politics, and we're not going to talk about that. They are just saying and embracing and loving and admiring the quality of living in Canada compared to Russia. The quality of life in Canada, I think, would be very, very similar to that of Australia. So, yeah, that's really cool, mate. We aren't perfect. We are by far not perfect, but, we've got the decent healthcare, all those sporting things that they're talking about available for both children and for adults and families and stuff like that. Yeah, so this is really, really cool, and it gives a good comparison in terms of Australia and Canada as well, and I really like that. That's cool.
And Canada women's national team is one of the best in the world, so it's amazing to see how they inspire younger generation of girls. In Canada, people have all they need to become successful doing what they love, regardless of their age and gender. When I became a Canadian citizen, I received free access to the Canoe app. It's a Canadian way to welcome new citizens. It gives you free access to various museums, places of interest, and national and provincial parks around Canada.
Healthcare also works so much more efficiently than our home country. Ambulances and firefighters arrive within 5 minutes, and all the equipment is new and functional.
That's a rough
Hospitals
call in Australia
are well-equipped, and medication is working because it's not made of chalk. Anyways, maybe this comparison deserves a separate video.
Wow.
The communities in Canada are
That's
tight
very rough,
and really
isn't it?
helpful. We recently moved out of Toronto into the GTA area, and since we're new in the town, we've joined a few Facebook groups to learn more a little bit about our new home. The community here is absolutely fantastic. Everyone tries to help each other, offering services and help to those who need it.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff like this in
the municipalities doing their best to fix some of the issues that concern the locals, and we can really see that. Obviously, the decisions they make aren't always great. You can't please all. But the sole fact that there is room for conversation and being heard is already a big improvement in our quality of life.
Yeah, we're not going to get that in Russia,
parade last week in our town.
And there were different participants, including local businesses, as well as different communities for children, adults, and seniors. And everyone was having so much fun and giving out candy. In Russia, if somebody gives you candy, you better run. And the only parade you can attend is the military parade.
These little things make a big difference for us in our day-to-day quality of life.
Absolutely.
It's easy to get used to good things, you know? And even more so, easy to not even notice or appreciate it if you were born in a prosperous and stable society.
What do you love the most about Canada? Let us know in the comments below.
Mate, what do I love the most about Canada? Oh my gosh, mate, I've never been there. I'm learning so much. I'm loving everything I'm learning. Mate, the people that I've met on YouTube and Discord, mate, I definitely see what these girls are talking about. They're talking about how friendly, how polite, and how Canada and how Canadian they are, mate. They embrace you. They say hello to you. My Discord goes off 24/7 and we just chat and we talk. And it is great, mate. It's really great. I have a YouTube Canadian and a YouTube Discord family. And that is so cool. Mate, I just can't wait to get there and do one of these videos. Oh my gosh. It will be so much fun. Just a question I was thinking of. How long does it take to become a citizen? Like when you go to Canada? In Australia, you've got to be living here for 7 years before you can become a citizen. Alright guys, that was the video for today. I really enjoyed it. If you did, please jump on, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and please tell me what is your favourite thing about Canada, about being a Canadian. I'd love to hear all your stories. Cheers from out under. Take care. Bye.